Hi, welcome back to Zoo School. I'm Meg and this is Lolita. Lolita is a Rhode Island red chicken. You guys are all probably familiar with chickens and maybe have seen them before, but did you know that chickens are actually really smart? So in today's Zoo School, we're going to be focusing on training animals, and in particular, how you might be able to train your pets at home. Maybe you even have a chicken. So let's take a look at her first and see some of the really cool adaptations that she has. I noticed her really pretty plumage or feathers. And there's something on her head and underneath her beak. That's her comb and her wattle. And like other birds, she has wings, but she doesn't really fly like a hawk or an eagle might. They can hop and get up a little bit of a distance, but they can't really fly through the air. So I'm going to put Lolita down on the ground and we're going to get ready to talk about training and how we train animals. So I have a couple of things with me that will help me to train Miss Lolita. This right here is a clicker and I have some corn. So when we do training, we do positive reinforcement. So what that means is when the animal does something that we want them to do, we give them something positive that they really like. So for Lolita, that is corn. If you were an animal that was going to be trained, what do you think your food would be that would be your positive reinforcement? I think mine would be Reese's Cups because I love peanut butter. So onto our clicker. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to charge our clicker. So what that means is we want Lolita to know that when she hears the noise, that means she's doing the right thing and will get something positive. So to do that, I'm going to click and give Lolita a piece of corn. So now Lolita knows that when she hears a click, she'll get a piece of corn. So we can add to that, and if I want Lolita to stay on the mat, when she's on the mat, I'll click and give her a piece of corn. She might not be hungry, that's okay too. So she's on the mat like I want her to be. Good job. Maybe she's not hungry. That's all right too. So I do have a couple of other things with me today too that will help us. These are called targets. So these are professional targets, but you could use anything you have at home that are similar. Maybe you have a squishy ball. You could even use your fist and have your animal touch you on your fist. But remember I said chickens are pretty smart? So chickens can actually tell the difference between colors. So let's see if Lolita can show us the color yellow. Good job! I'm going to flip them over. Let's see if anything changes when I flip them over. Good job! So one thing that's really important whenever you're training an animal is to make sure that you're really patient. So we don't speak the same language as our pets, so it might take us a little bit of time to get on the same page. But we have to make sure that we have trust in each other and we know that we'll get there eventually. So at home, when you're training your pet, make sure you check with a grown-up first to make sure that it's okay, especially if you're using any type of treats or any materials to work with your animal. And we would love if you could show us a picture of you training your animal at home. Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Zoo School. We'll see you soon.